Good day, everyone. Welcome to another Technical Tuesday, right? You can't see my face. Um, there we have it, right? And so, welcome to another Technical Tuesday. I'm your coach, Clayton, right? And if you're the first time here, you're most welcome to just identify yourself within the chat. Tell us where you're from. If you're from New York, Texas, um, wherever you are, just highlight right the city you're from. Um, and so once again, if you're the first time once again on this platform, we deal with the symbols, right, the instruments that the students have highlighted for this week, and we just backtrack, right? We just do back testing and see how price action forward these 2 days, which is Tuesday, sorry, which is Monday and Tuesday is. Good day. I'm seeing hi, Coach Clayton, but I don't see who is that, right? And so if you are joining, just allow StreamYard just to share your name, right? Good evening, Chantal. Hope you're good. I know you're from South Africa, but I hope you're also doing well. Yeah. Is anyone else before we dive into the charts? It's gonna be an exciting one. I have a good feeling about this week, and so let us dive into the charts, right? And so if you do see me facing this side, sorry for my angle, but I'm just sharing the chart on my other screen. Oh, it's Boss Abasi. Good evening, sir. It's good to see you. Yeah, and so this week, this week, um, and let me just do this. Right. So this week, there was a Dixie. Right, we know the Dixie. Also Euro USD, and we also went over the stock, which is Apple, right? And if we just backtrack a bit regarding the Dixie, right? And this is on a 4 hour time frame. We have noticed that price action has still consolidate, right? But from the get go, we can analyze this, right, as a rally, right? We have a base, we have another rally, and now we're starting to see the base again, right? So we are seeing a consolidation happening. Um, it's gonna be interesting if we're gonna see that rise, right? We're gonna see that impulse happening. Um, but yeah, that's gonna be confirmed within this week coming. Hopefully by tomorrow, about tomorrow or on Thursday, right? But we're also noticing that price action is also testing, this area, and it's testing that uptrend, right? So just have a look at that as well. And so with that price action, most likely it will drop as well, right? It will make more sense once we dive into the Euro USD as well, right? But just have that look and that perspective on the market, right? And we're all looking at this area of demand zone that we're looking at, right? So looking at that area. Why do I say so? Is that we do have unfilled orders, but in my opinion, it has filled that area, right? And so if you just look to our left hand side and just zoom in a bit, um, we have that over there. So price can, just break through this particular area, right? Where the demand zone is, right? And so that is what is happening. Um, there's also other news that um, there's also other news that um, you know the dollar, right, or America in this case. And let me just put myself on the screen again. So we are seeing that there is slightly hints that the dollar is going to be weak, but it's not definitely as yet, right? So there is wars that's going on around the world, and so we can just do back testing regarding that as well, um, and how the dollar is doing, right? So it can play, in that interim of dollar can be weak or it can be strong, right? And so if we go to Euro USD, and if you are just following, you can just type a number 8 for me. I just want to see if you're still with me. Okay, there I see you. Thank you for that. Number 8. Okay, there I see. Thank you so much, team. And so if we look at the Euro USD, right? You need to be in class for this because actually Coach Sarah was actually teaching this, right? But before I go there, if you just can look on this area, we have highlighted this candle pattern, right, and market structure at the same time. You can notice something, right? And the reason why I highlighted this particular area, if you look at the chart on the live chart, it's actually this area over here, right? So this is one of the hints that price action is a little bit tired, right? And the downtrend is most likely um, it's going to be terminated, right? And so the buyers are going to come in. The reason being is because I always make this example, right? If you throw a ball, right, from a high point, right, and it has a bounce, right? The first bounce is more or less, it reaches halfway, right, but then it comes down again, right, and touches the floor. But you'll notice the momentum of the ball is going all lower and lower, right, until the ball is still, right. But you can use this the same way in trading, right? When we see lower lows and lower highs within the market, um, you understand? To this highlight there, the lower lows, right? But there's no really, momentum going down, right? As if it is a strong downtrend. And so once you highlighted this within the market, price action will most likely come to an area of demand, right? The demand zone, um, and it will try to reach that demand zone and have a retracement. Now, if we just move this out of the way, right? And if we just zoom in a bit, yeah. So if we just zoom in a bit, you can more or less see that if you're in class and you're one of our students, you can exactly see what is happening, right? And I'm gonna just give you this clue, right? You all see that, right, happening within the market. So you have your external and internal, right? But also you can see that price action tested that downtrend a few times, right? Let me just get there we go. A brush. So there we can see it, right? It tested a few times that downtrend. And so once you start to see that, price action can, break to the upside, right? But if you take note, if this will happen, if you go to the Tixi, you can see that if that happens and if Euro your USD goes up, the Tixi will go down, right? So the Tixi will go down if if Euro USD goes up, right? So if you just go back to that chart and there we have it, right? It's not that simple, but it is simple. And if I can just bring this patterns back within the market, and we have already seen that price action did test this demand zone, right? Over here, it did test that demand zone, right? But if you put that pattern back over there, right, and you put that pattern back over there, there is a possibility the price can go down and test this demand zone, right, and retrace a bit, right, to the upside. So this have that in mind. I'm gonna move this back there, but to my left hand side. So just have that in mind regarding the way forward, right? And if this happens on Euro USD, if we go back to the Tixi price action, right, or more or less it reaches the supply zone, right? And it can also have a retracement once more, right? So let's have that in mind. And so coming to the Apple, right? The stock of Apple. Um, and if you're still with me, you can just put the number 10 for me. The number 10, if you're still with me and you're finding value within the market of the way the market is working. I see there's a lot of people joining. Okay, I see this 10. Okay, there we go. I want to see more 10s. Okay, I see. Thanks for joining. And just by the way, if you have any other questions, you can, just put it in the chat, and I can just see it, and we can go from there, right? So as you can see with Apple, so I'm just gonna remove my face a bit. So as you see with Apple, um, and we're on the 4 hour time frame. Apple um, is moving the way in which we anticipated. Now, I've said this, price action can drop, right? Test this demand zone and drop further, and you know fits the unfold orders that is happening at the bottom right. You can all see that over there. So that is where unfold orders is always sitting at. You can even now throw out the extra demand zone that's happening over there. But also there's another trick that I'm gonna refer again to Coach Sherwin, in which he highlighted, again, the internal and external, and also the strategy, right, that we use within how to operate this as well. And even if you can even highlight this as a potential demand zone as well, right? And we can go to the 1 hour time frame just to more or less see what is happening within the market. And there we have it, right? So once we start to see this happening, we want to see that if price action will fall, right? If it will test this particular demand zone, right? And that's the next opposing demand zone, right? Or it will respect the next opposing demand zone, right? But also this picture, or just have a nice reference point that this is the uptrend. So most likely that price action will try to test this uptrend, right? Um, but that's just at the back end, right, of trading. It might not just drop, but it can also respect the opposing demand zone, right, where price action is sitting at currently, right? So we have that issue over here. But I also highlighted that if price action had to respect this demand zone, right, it will retrace um, and retest the supply zone, right, and had a break of structure and break that resistance and try to make a new high, and then we will eventually see that drop happening, right, within the market. So that is what I have regarding the stock, regarding Apple. Um, and if you go to the daily time frame, right, then we can see how price action was forming within the market, right? And so for our students, once again, it never broke that initial high, right? So that can be another confirmation that it can make lower lows, right? But obviously, the, the the strategy that Coach Edwin, issue out to our students, they can plan ahead, right, regarding how price action will move. So that's just the plus for them, right? So if there's no questions within the chat, I hope you enjoyed this particular segment within the markets, right? It is, if I can just share my go to the TC once more, and this is on the radar for me. I did highlight this, um, I think a few weeks back, right? And if we have taken note, I think this the city is right. So tomorrow is the last day of the month of January, right? And so we are on the monthly time frame, and if we can zoom in, right? If we can zoom in, the closing and opening of the monthly candle is the same as the opening. Sorry, let me just rephrase. I think I must have worded it. The closing of the monthly candle this week, right? I mean, not this week, this month, is the same as the opening candle of last month, right? And it's sitting at 103, right? So that is what we have within the market. And I am, certain, not certain. I'm not a financial advisor. Um, but there's something in the atmosphere, right? That that is gonna happen. And I have a feeling, and that's gonna happen maybe in Feb. Um, only because you know it's been testing this demand zone a few times, right? So in and if you look at it, if price action fall once again, I think regarding the dollar, something will happen, right? That is very aggressive within the market, and this is most likely that we will see lower lows. Um, but that's all in the coming months of Feb, right, and March. So just have a picture of that. Um, I really don't see, because if you look at it, and this is for even for our students as well, this might be the potential demand zone the price action will go towards, right? And even if we go to the lower time frame, even somewhere over here might be a demand zone of where price action will respect, right? So that is just what I have within my scope. Remember, it is a new year, and um, also a new month heading into. So let's have a look at that as well. So with that, team, God bless you, right? And have a fantastic trading week, right? And this is from your coach. So take it easy, team, and God bless. Bye.